And at this left turn now, where I don't have to give way, gear 2 will be good. So I'm going to slow down with the brake, clutch down to select gear 2. Hey guys, welcome to another video. I hope you're all well. So in this video, I'm going to show you what the difference is between a manual car and an automatic car. A lot of you may already know what the difference is, but I do get a lot of people questioning what the actual difference is and the advantages and disadvantages of taking your driving test in a manual or automatic car. So I'll be going through those as well. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a circular, a couple of left turns in this vehicle, which is a manual vehicle, and then I'll do the same turns in an automatic, so you guys can see the difference. Yeah. So yeah, obviously, like I just said, this is a manual car, so we've got 3 pedals. We've got the accelerator, brake, and the clutch. Yeah, and obviously we use a clutch to change our gears, and it'll help us move and stop the car as well. Yeah, so yeah, let's get started. Okay, to start this car, I'll need to put the clutch pedal fully down. So this isn't the case in all manual vehicles. It's just a safety feature. So yeah, clutch fully down, check it's in neutral, and I can start the engine. So to move off now, I'll need to select gear 1, and to select gear 1 I have to put the clutch pedal fully down. I can select gear 1. I'm going to set the gas, make sure I've got enough to move off. Now I'm going to bring the clutch pedal up to the biting point, which means my car is prepared and ready to move, and I'm going to check, make sure it's safe. I'm going to release the handbrake and slowly bring the clutch pedal up as I accelerate. And now to move faster, I'm going to select second gear, and to select second gear I'm going to ease off the accelerator, clutch pedal fully down, select gear 2, slowly bring the clutch pedal up and gently accelerate. And for gear 3, again off the gas pedal, clutch pedal fully down, selecting gear 3, clutch up and gently accelerate. Now this left turn, I'm going to start braking, and now I'll need to put the clutch pedal fully down, otherwise the car will stall. And I'm going to select the appropriate gear, which is gear 1, as I have to give way to this vehicle. And now when I'm ready to move, slowly bring the clutch up and gently accelerate. And again, to change gears, off the gas, clutch down, second gear, clutch up and more gas. And for gear 3, off the gas, clutch down and gear 3. And at this left turn now, where I don't have to give way, gear 2 will be good. So I'm going to slow down with the brake, clutch down to select gear 2, and clutch back up to take the turn. And after the turn I can gently accelerate. So I'm going to park up here now, and to stop the vehicle, again I'll need to put the clutch pedal down, otherwise the engine will stall and cut out. So here I've put the clutch down, and to secure the car, handbrake, and only once it's in neutral is when I can take my foot off the clutch pedal. If I had taken my foot off the clutch pedal whilst it was in gear, this is what would have happened. So I'll put it into gear 1. Doesn't matter what gear I put it in. It could be in gear 3 or 5. So I'll leave it in gear 1. As soon as I take my foot off the clutch, this is what happens. So the car's just stalled there. Okay. So that was for any of you that wonder why we have to select neutral before taking our foot off the clutch. Okay, so yeah, that was our circuit in the manual vehicle, obviously. Yeah. So the advantages of passing your driving test in a manual vehicle is that once you passing a manual vehicle, I can't get my words out, you can drive either an automatic or a manual, yeah, anyone at any time after you've passed. But the disadvantages, obviously, if driving is not your thing and you find it quite difficult, changing gears obviously will be a lot more difficult than driving an automatic, as you'll see in the demonstration that I'm going to give you now. And yeah, I'll probably take a few more lessons. So That's the disadvantage. And another advantage of manual lessons, they're normally cheaper than automatic ones. So yeah, so what I'm going to do is now I'm going to swap over to the automatic vehicle, and we'll do the same circuit in that vehicle so you guys can see the difference. Okay guys, so now I'm in the other vehicle, which is an automatic vehicle, and before we get started I'm going to show you the foot controls because I've actually got nowhere to attach my foot cam. So yeah, I'll just show you the pedals. So here we have the accelerator and the brake pedal. There's no clutch pedal, there's just a footrest on the left where my left foot will be resting, so I won't use my left foot at all when driving this vehicle, just the right foot when I want to accelerate and also when I want to slow down or stop. So that's one of the main differences between an automatic and a manual vehicle. So what I'm going to do now is the same circuit as we did earlier, moving off, doing those 2 left turns and then stopping, so you guys can see the difference between this vehicle and the manual vehicle. Okay, so let's get started. To start this car, you need to press the foot brake, and this is keyless, so it's got just a push start button. So the engine is on now. And the other thing, the gears are different. So instead of having to select the gears manually, first, second, third and so on, this has got P for park, R for reverse, N for neutral and D for drive. So all you do is select drive, and now the gears will change automatically. So as I speed up and slow down, it will select gears and I won't have to do that manually. So to move off now, I'm going to release the handbrake, which is an electric handbrake. And now if I take my foot off the foot brake, the car will start moving, but I'm only going to move after I've done my observations and made sure it's safe. So as soon as it is off the brake, the car will start moving, and I'll gently accelerate to speed up. And as you can see, there's no hassle of changing the gears, just accelerating to speed up. Now at this left turn, all I need to do is gently brake. Again, there's no need to change any gears. And then once it's safe, I can just accelerate to move off. And there's no risk of stalling at all. And again, at this left turn, all I need to do is gently brake and just take the turn. And to park up, again, same thing, just gently braking. And once I've stopped, I'm going to select park, apply the handbrake, and now I can take my foot off the brake pedal. So yeah, that was a lot easier, wasn't it? Yeah, so there's no, like I said, no chance of stalling, no gear changes, so just keep both hands on the steering. You don't have to do anything with your left hand really either. So yeah, those are the main differences. And the advantages of doing your driving test in an automatic, obviously like you just seen there, it's a lot easier, and obviously you could do it with less lessons, but the disadvantages are, if you do pass your driving test in an automatic, you can only drive an automatic after passing. So say if there was some kind of emergency and you had to drive a manual for whatever reason, you wouldn't be able to do that. Whereas in a manual, you can drive both automatic and manual after you pass. And the other thing, automatic lessons tend to be a bit more dearer, so they cost more than manual driving lessons. in my opinion, I always recommend people to take their driving test in a manual vehicle just for that reason, so you can drive both automatic and manual after passing your driving test. And for those of you that want to save time and money and need help with driving lessons, then download the Ultimate Driving course, which is now available for both automatic and manual. And like always guys, thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.